Welcome, everybody, to the Loose But Complete podcast on this very fine Wednesday. I'm your host, Laserpants, also known as Ryan. Happy to see you all in the chat. Happy hump day to you. I am joined for the first time in a very long time by this Goyim right here. Welcome, Jeremy, to the show.
How's it going, everybody? It's been a little while. How's it going?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What?
Well, I got theme music for you now, intro.
Yeah.
I wanted to be...
I'm putting a dreidel on my desk right now. You can't see it at all.
I wanted to be welcoming and inclusive on your first show back, so...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So how you been, Dick?
It's, dude, life's been really busy, man. I'm retiring from the Army, and I have to move again in about 30 days. So, yeah, it's been real hectic, man.
Forced to retire?
Yeah, I'm being medical.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you were going to say that, but...
Well, I mean, it's the truth. Yeah, I'm being medically retired, man. I got injuries from back in the day that when I was younger, I just used to be able to, push through. And now that I'm getting older, they're slowing me down, and so they're putting me out to pasture, as they say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Old Yeller.
Yeah. Just waiting for somebody from the VA to come put me down.
Right.
What I mean?
Well, I volunteer. If they, if the VA's not available, I heard there's a long wait list, so.
Yeah.
I can come.
I'd rather be a friend. So anybody but you.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Fine. Yeah. So you're. How long has it been? Has it been a year? It may have. I think it's been a year.
Yeah, I think it has been, man. I think it has been about a year. Yeah.
I had to dig back in the archive and find out what episode number this is. This is episode 32.
Yeah.
Of Loose But Complete. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because we were going every other Wednesday. So yeah, we had about a good year's run, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was good.
But I mean, hey, whenever we can do it, we'll do it. And now you're out of the Army. You're without job. You're unemployed. Yeah,
I'm one of those. I'm going to be one of those homeless vets under the bridge.
Sweet.
You know what I mean? Like the cardboard sign. Give what you can.
Oh, I got plenty of cardboard here if you need it.
Yeah, I bet you do. No, it's a good thing. I'm very I feel very, very blessed that I'm having the ability to retire at 42 after having a kid so late in life. Like having your first kid at 40 means you really got to concentrate your time with them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because soldiers age in dog years, and we call it in the Army, we call it the dead stop. People that do 20, 25 years in, and then they get out, and then they're just like dead in 2 years, so.
Oh boy. So we got 2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let's get on with the show before we run out of time.
We better get this rolling, buddy.
Okay. So your first show back, there's a lot going on right now with Star Wars, lots of Black Series stuff, vintage collection stuff, which I don't really care about anymore. They made a trailer for the Mandalorian movie leaked online that I saw. It's been removed by Disney. The internet has been scrubbed, but I want to talk about that. Okay. They announced another movie, which we'll talk about that, but I guess the Rey movie isn't happening. But I make a thumbnail, okay? And this thumbnail, all it says is, does anyone care about Star Wars anymore?
Yeah.
That's it. The title of the show is Star Wars The Lack Series, as a play on Black Series.
No, I like it. It's good.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
so
good.
I've never seen comments like this before a show started, but I started getting attacked in the comments this morning.
Well, that's how you know that you're heading in the right direction.
Now, keep in mind, I didn't talk about this Andor show at all. It's not in the title, nothing. I haven't watched it. But these comments are...
Wait, hang on. Did more Andor episodes drop?
I think a new season just came out.
Oh, okay.
It says, this was left hours ago on this stream. It says, Ryan, you're not happy with Andor? Thought it start off slow, but overall, a lot better than last season. Come on. Star Wars is supposed to be fun. I never said anything about Andor. The title, the thumbnail said nothing about Andor.
Yeah, that Cutthroat Comics, that's Chris Gibbons, right?
Yeah, Chris, yeah.
Hey, Chris, where you at, man? You in the chat, bro? Hey, pop on in.
Show yourself. We're going to ridicule you. No.
I'm going to hold you accountable, sir. Right? No, it's
Here. Go ahead.
No, it's Andor was like, it was there. It's, you know what I mean? Like
I thought the first season was fine. It didn't blow me away. I liked the last few episodes. I felt was when it really picked up. It was a very slow burn. But season 1 was 3 years ago. Why would we talk about that? I don't know.
No, and that's the exact same way because my buddy was like, hey, you got to get through Andor. You got to get to the end, and I'm like, okay, I'll push through. Which, first of all, I don't think that I should have to push through entertainment, right? I should be entertained and want to come back. But I did it just for his sake, and then at the end of it, I was like, that was aggressively average.
Okay.
It was in your face about how mediocre that it was. It just existed, if that makes sense.
It insists upon itself.
It insists upon itself, Lois. It insists upon itself.
But all that beside the point. I wasn't planning on talking about Andor because to me it's a 3-year-old show.
Wait! I thought we were doing Star Wars tonight.
Hold on.
No,
because there's more comments that I want to get to.
Star Wars tonight.
This one from Liberty Customs.
Okay.
The show was phenomenal. Maybe watch before you hate on it.
I mean, that's subjective, right?
Hold on. Where was the hate?
Right.
Where was even a mention of a show?
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting point.
It's not in the title. It's not on the thumbnail. Nothing alluding to Andor at all. You're Princess Leia. I'm a jacked Luke Skywalker in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird. Like our first show back after.
Okay. So let's give the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's say you're doing an all Star Wars. Who cares? Andor just dropped, but you didn't know about it, and so someone who's like aggressively defensive about all things Star Wars would just assume that you're making a slight against the episodes that you didn't even know just dropped, right? I guess that's.
Well, let me say this: Andor can go itself. All right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Andor, you can go pull down your pants and yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I wasn't going to talk about Andor tonight. I didn't realize the show was out.
I mean, yeah, I love the Andor. I really do.
Yeah. I want to talk about dollies tonight, if that's okay.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. I think what is it? They're classified as dollies if they have cloth goods, right?
Who cares? I don't know.
Okay.
But first, we have to get to the chat because Impossible Pie is here with the super chat. Thank you, Mr. Pie. He says, "Welcome back, Jeremy. I hope all is well with you and your family. We all missed you. LBC for life."
LBC, that Long Beach, California, baby. No, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's like I've been itching to get back into this. I really do miss everybody. I miss everybody in the chat. I miss how enthusiastic about this show everybody is. So thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. Pie. V. Conley, what's up, Vishay? Thank you for the member chat. He says LBC is back.
What's up, man? How you been, buddy? And I think one of the coolest things about, I've said this before about the 3POA viewers or community, whatever you want to call it, is that everybody here is so cool that like I've made friends with so many people that even though I haven't been on the show in a very, very long time, people that like I still DM and message at least on a weekly basis.
Oh yeah,
sharing memes or just checking up on people. It's a really, really cool place that you've established here, Ryan. Man, it's really awesome.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were going to call me slightly husky.
Oh, just wait.
Okay.
We're just getting started, buddy.
We're just getting started.
Hey, we're easing back into things, right?
Yeah, they're just going slow. Ted Darklaw, thanks for the member chat, Ted. He says Jeremy's back. Guess I'll watch.
Thank you, Ted Darklaw. Actually, I was thinking about doing a surprise unboxing because I found a box from you, Ted, that I have not opened yet, and I cannot remember what the hell is inside of it.
Probably Funko Pops.
Does Hello Dope even carry Funko?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think that's in their inventory. I may go get it. We do a surprise unboxing. We'll see.
Let's see here. Next up, look at this. What does this say? When I see a deleted message, I always have to. Oh, that's what he said. Oh my goodness, grape. Wait, really? There's grape in Star Wars? Kevzilla67, thank you for the member chat. He says, "Damn, this is so cool to see you both on screen again. R&J loose, but no longer incomplete." Thank you, Kevzilla.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
K-Dog Broadcasting is here. Thank you, K-Dog, for the super chat. Glad to see the JJ back, I think. Put your damn earphones on so you can play with them. Yeah.
We gotta make sure to adjust these. No less than 17, but no more than 35 times per episode.
Right. It's the LBC drinking game.
Yeah. There you go.
If he does one, you sip your drink. If he does two at the same time, you got to take a shot. Okay?
Dude, you would go to the hospital with alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, you will die. Don't play that game.
There's a good chance you will die.
Let's see here. Thank you, K-Dog, for one 3POA podcast gifted membership. Who got that? I don't know. Sorry, I missed it. What's going on here? Stop. Forget that thing. Thank you, K-Dog. Appreciate you very much. And then V. Conley with the super chat. Thank you. He says, Jeremy, Samantha said you better come to DFW. Yeah, you're like in the same state.
Yeah, I'm actually, you know what? I'm only about an hour and a half from DFW.
Well, go.
So, hey, look, if Samantha says I got to be there, I got to be there.
You don't have a job. Okay? I live 1,500 miles away, and I have a job, and I'm going.
No. Being retired and being unemployed are two very different things, sir. Okay? Two very different things.
So you got a job?
When is that? Yeah.
Oh. I
have a job. It's a rough one, too. It's maintaining you as a friend. It's one of the hardest things that I've ever done.
High maintenance, definitely.
Yeah. When is DFW anyway?
June. I think it's the last weekend in June.
Oh, I should be able to make it. Yeah,
June 27th, 28th, 29th.
Yep, I'll be there.
See, he'll be there. There we go. Oh, my God. Now, Jeremy, it's been a while since you've been on the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you... Come on, you piece of crap. Computer. I don't know if you know how we do things here. Okay?
I remember how we did things before I left. Yeah.
When something like this happens...
Whoa!
We like to throw a little party. It's party time, Jeremy. You have to dance the whole time, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to read all the names of everyone who got these gifted memberships from Figure Fight Club. Thank you so much, Abby. Holy crap, 20 is a lot of names. 20 gifted memberships from Abby at Figure Fight Club. This is going to take a long time. Bro Guy Toy Reviews, Matt O'Toole, Tony Horton, Gustav, Super K, Peter Molina, Gerard O'Connor, K-Dog Broadcasting is already a member. Cerrone Games, go! Kaiju Kitty, Road Killer, Endless Fables, Steve D. Tomaso, Mike Hunt, B. Park, Freaky Tiki, Michael C., Bigum, LF4, J. Combs 1, Mark Wilson. Holy crap, we got through all of them. 20 new members. Stay tuned for the after show. We'll do an after show tonight for channel members only. Thank you, Abby, at Finger Fight Club.
Are we still dancing? Okay, all right, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, all right, cool.
Jeez, Abby. Thank you, Abby. Seriously.
Yeah, that's really awesome. That's really awesome, Figure Fight Club. Fantastic. Really appreciate that.
Tyler Lalone with the member chat. Thank you, Tyler. It says the boys are back.
Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that, buddy.
All the way from Canada, this guy, Tyler. Thank you.
All right. He's in Canada?
Yeah, he's in like Quebec. Let
Oh,
me dox him. Hold on.
you don't want the Canadian government coming after you. I wonder how everything's going with as far as the tariffs are concerned with Canada.
I mean, as far as Canada's concerned, do we really care?
No, I mean, like I'm stocked up on Celine Dion albums and hockey sticks. I'm good. You know, like as far.
You know,
I don't know what else they export, but
we only care about us here.
Yeah,
we care about our tariffs, not their tariffs.
Right.
You can keep your maple leaves.
Yeah. Celine Dion albums and hockey sticks. Yeah, that's it. I think that's their only two exports. If
I don't need your novelty Mountie hat. Okay, oversized. I don't need that. I can wait until the tariffs end.
We have mooses here, buddy. We have mooses here.
Okay, Bullwinkle. All right. I know it's been a while.
Yeah.
Do you remember the little segment we like to do on the Wednesday show on the LBC?
Mm-hmm. Well, we used to have a few.
Well, this is just the one where we show stuff to each other, not that, but other stuff.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it's called?
I do.
And it is called?
It's called
Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
So, it's been like a year since you've been on. Let's see everything you've gotten in the past year.
Yeah, so everything since my last episode, this is going to take a while.
All right.
So
we'll talk about Star Wars eventually. Don't worry. Not Andor Season 2. It's a sensitive subject.
Look, this wouldn't be a loose but complete episode unless we get to the topic at 45 minutes in, right?
Topic at 45 minutes in, antagonize the audience, get kind of mad at each other. Is that everything?
Yeah, AK dog while. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. All right, come on, let's see it. Come
on. Okay, so first off, look, I feel like what's that line from Brokeback Mountain? Why can't I quit you?
Jeremy, come back. I'm not done with you yet. Is that the line? From Brokeback?
Why can't I quit you? This is how I feel with Todd McFarlane. But anytime I see Chris Reeve, Superman, I'm getting it.
Even the cell shaded one, huh? Yeah, I passed on that one.
Yeah. So I picked this up. I think it looks good, man. Everything about this figure I really like, and you know the cape goes to the appropriate length. Maybe it's just a little too long, but yeah, I'm really liking that.
I actually did buy that McFarlane figure, not the cell shaded, but the regular.
Yeah.
And I don't buy hardly any McFarlane, but I did get that one.
Did you get drunk Superman or regular Superman?
Regular.
Yeah.
I like drunk Superman. I just, I'm good with just the regular.
Yeah.
Not drunk.
Dude, I totally get it.
I like when he flicks the peanuts at the mirror and then he melts it with his heat vision. He's like, I don't like your bar. Melts the
So I got these other pickups right, but dude, right now, NECA has me by the short and curlies right now, man. I've been getting like a lot of NECA. So I got this Pee Wee Herman, right there.
I know you are, but what am I?
I knew you were. No, that was like Krusty the Clown. What was that?
Also a Jew.
He comes with Terry. Inside, he's got two different head sculpts. It's really cool, man. And you want to do all mine, or you want to do some of yours too?
No, do all yours, then we'll get to me.
Okay. And then I was really hesitant to get into this line for a couple of reasons. One, because NECA has a track record of starting things and then not finishing them, right? Just like they did with the boys. You know, we got Homelander, Black Noir, and then Starlight, and then they just stopped. You know, like we're never gonna get the 7. And then like with dinosaurs, you know, we got Baby Sinclair. We got the dad. What's it? Carl?
Earl.
Yeah, Earl. Yeah, we got Earl Sinclair.
You got like 4 versions of Earl.
Right, and then like you did Baby Sinclair, whose tagline is "Not the Mama," and we have not seen where the mama is yet.
Not the mama. Yeah.
Right. So, but I went ahead and I started down this road with the Sesame Street. Right.
Yeah, that's a deep road you're going down.
Dude, they're cool.
They
got a lot of really cool accessories. You know, I saw Big Bird from the NECA booth, and that's going to be like a 12-inch figure. And so I'm really looking forward. My problem is that I have like this PTSD from NECA within not completing stuff, and it's like, okay, are we going to get Mr. Snuffleupagus? Because that's going to be like an $80 figure. Because
no, that's going to be a crowdfund.
Because it's going to be the size like a goddamn Mythic Legion's fucking dragon, bro.
Oh, it's going to be huge. Yeah, Snuffleupagus
well, okay,
is huge.
Obviously, I'm using hyperbole. It's not going to be that big, but it's going to be.
Alex is talking about what he's doing to you later.
Alex Sanchez is butt cheeks deep. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, it's anyway. Like, if we can't get Snuffleupagus, I'm probably going to wind up selling everything I have. So, or at least from that line anyway. But I'm picking it up just in case, because I really don't care, like, what it's going to be to get Snuffleupagus. I'm getting it.
Do you remember the Sesame Street playset from the 80s that would open? It was, and Oscar the Grouch, you'd hit the button and he'd pop out of the garbage can.
Oh yeah.
If I was collecting that line, that Sesame Street line, I would have to commission like Duarte Studios to make me that in scale with the NECA line, like that Sesame Street building. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be
fantastic. That would be fantastic. You know, I remember I have this funny memory about Sesame Street when I was a kid, because you watch it on PBS, right?
Yeah.
You know, and PBS was like a local broadcasting, so it's like it would say like PBS Houston, you know, like watching Sesame Street. And I just thought that Sesame Street was actually in downtown Houston, and like my parents just wouldn't take me there.
It's in Philly.
You know? Like, I thought it was a real place.
Sesame Street is a theme park in, I think, Philly or Jersey.
Oh, but then I'd have to go to Philly or Jersey. No, thank you.
Right. Is that all your pickups? Can we move on?
Yeah. Those are my 4. Well, then, and I got all these Simpsons back here too.
Hold on. J-Max says, "What an original idea, laser pants." I said that the last stream I was on. Here's the thing: no one watches whatever stream that was. You got to consider that. So, yeah, not exactly. Yeah. Man. My turn? Or you still...
Go ahead, by all means.
I thought, are you done?
Yeah, I just had those 4.
I like how you're looking around the whole room, like.
Well, no, because I picked up a couple of the Simpsons figures the other day too. So I got Carl and Barney the other day, but you know.
Wait, V. Conley says Sesame Street is Harlem, right? But the actual place you can go to and walk down Sesame Street is in Philadelphia. Like it's like a kid's theme park.
Dude, so Lacto Supreme says Boog invented ideas. So, yeah.
There you go. All right, my turn. So, as many of you know, I did recently observe me and my wife's 20th anniversary. And she got me something so cool. Clap for her. Yes, there you go. For Mrs. LP.
Mm-hmm.
She got me some cool stuff, man. I mean, you know, shopping for her is easy. It's just whatever's shiny, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, shopping for a woman, it's like spatula or something like that. You know?
Yeah, Mop and Glow. Yeah.
Dish gloves. You know what I mean?
Right. All shiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she did her homework and she asked some friends and she found out I really wanted the Mezco Fantastic Four box set. And holy crap. I think this is not only my favorite version of Fantastic Four, which is easy because the only other thing I have is Marvel Legends. But I think they're my favorite Mezco figures. They knocked these out of the park. These are so good, dude. These are so good. I'm loving these. I'm loving the classic Marvel aesthetic. Let's see. I didn't bring Mr. Fantastic over, but he basically has two bodies. He has elongated bendy wire legs, elongated torso, elongated arms, elongated neck, everything.
Yeah.
And then I got the Invisible Woman right there.
Oh, she looks great. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it also came. It was 5 figures because it came with Herbie? No, not Herbie. Herbie. Yeah.
That's a Tamagotchi.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So awesome box set. Thank you. And then, one of the coolest things in the Fantastic Four box set is this Yancey Street light pole. Right.
Oh, I do like that.
This is really cool, right? It's got the wires coming at the bottom of the thing. But the coolest part, it's bendy wire. So you can have the thing bending it around like Dr. Doom.
You can have Ben. Yeah, you can have Ben.
Yeah. Love this. And also the steel beam he's holding is also bendable. It's a bendy wire beam.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. She also reached out to Duarte Studios.
Ooh.
And I got like a certificate stating that when I go to Legion's Con this year, he will deliver unto me his custom 112 Mammoth that he makes. So it wasn't ready in time.
Oh, you're going to have to go to Jersey.
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, no, okay.
So she bought me a damn Mammoth that I'll get at Legion's Con this year. And also the Duarte Studios 112 scale porta potty.
Fantastic.
Look at that with the toilet in there. It's got the little TP in there.
Mm-hmm.
Got the little urinal. Thing work. It's great. I love it.
You can put some blue food dye in some water and fill up the
or pretend it's in there
reservoir.
too. I could just pretend that it's
Yeah. Hey, you need to take a paint pen and then write some obscenities.
I know. I got to like all the graffiti, right? I got to draw a wiener on the door.
Some slightly and overtly racist things on the inside of it too.
Yeah. I just need to get a paintbrush and just like flip some brown paint in there. Just spray the walls. Like a true Seattle outhouse, just paint the walls in diarrhea, right?
It's like, it would be like all those porta johns that are outside the Mopop Pop Culture Museum right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cicada, for posting a link to Duarte's online shop. But yeah, I mean, it's got metal hinges that I'm on the door. He does awesome work. Duarte Studios.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I got in some Legends. I got an Ultimate Iron Man. I don't want to spend too much time on these because it's a Marvel Legend. You pretty much know what you're going to get. But this does have a ball joint at the waist and the diaphragm, something I've been screaming about for a long time. They did it on this figure, which is awesome. It's got great articulation. They should have been doing this for a long time. Ultimate Iron Man. I like that. I got my second G.I. Joe classified figure of the year. So rounding out my Dreadnoks was Xandar.
There you go.
Right? Xandar. Finishing my giant size X-Men with Banshee. Banshee came in.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out.
Have you seen Savage Land's Professor X yet?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, do you have one? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I sent one to Drew G because he needed one.
Yeah.
And he went to Ollie's and picked me up one of these.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't know
X-Men
those were
3-pack.
to Ollie's.
Yeah, $20, man. $20 at Ollie's.
I'm telling you, man.
Thank you, Drew G.
I picked up Hawkeye and the what's it called, the Sky Sled?
Sky Cycle, yeah.
Yeah, I picked up Hawkeye and the Sky Cycle there for $19.99, and then I picked up the Super Adaptoid there for $19.99 as well.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was really good deals. Really good deals.
Master Son, who was in the he's in the Coast Guard. He says, "Who is this almost retiree on here? Shouldn't you be at the PX somewhere blocking the parking lot?"
No. I'm going to be at the PX making uniform corrections on young junior enlisted soldiers, and then also I'm going to get to main gate, getting into the installation, and then hold up an entire lane of traffic trying to get in with the guards asking 75 useless fucking questions.
So these are like
Because,
army-based jokes, right?
yeah, because that's
Okay.
what retirees do. Yeah, that's what
Cool. I
retirees
love.
do.
It's like at Walmart when they used to have greeters. Remember?
Hmm.
Now they just have security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Master Son. Hey, dude, good to see you in the chat, man. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Let's see here. We are. Oh. The Attack sends a member chat. Thank you, Thack Attack. Hell yeah, glad to see the LBC back at it. Well, thank you for being a channel member, Thack Attack.
I think that's Thaxon.
All right. Probably.
I believe that's Thaxon. If it is, hey, buddy, good seeing you. And yeah, next time I'm home, and next time I'm back in the Houston area, we got to get together, dude.
And then Headcanon Unlimited says a lot of Kanye vibes in this episode. I'm guessing LP really, really missed Jeremy. Goddamn right.
No. Kanye.
Did you see what he tweeted?
No.
We should not talk about that at all. Woo.
Okay, yeah, well, let's don't.
All right, first up, you want to talk about this Mandalorian trailer that we can't watch because it was removed from the internet by Disney after it leaked from Star Wars Celebration Japan?
I mean, hey, J-Mac, hey, I appreciate it, man. Best job I ever had. Thank you very much.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, it's absolutely my pleasure. Like I said, best job I ever had, man. Like at this point, I guess the title of the video was accurate. Like who still cares? And like I don't know. Like if the Mandalorian movie comes to the theaters, I'm not going to go see it because like I didn't watch.
I will see the Mandalorian movie, even though Mando season 3 sucked.
Dude, Mando season I stopped. And I'm not going to go back and then catch up. To get the plot points of a series that I didn't want to watch.
Here's the thing. Season 3 was such a departure from season 1 and 2, not only in quality but in storytelling.
Yeah.
That I think they are going to mostly. You could basically ignore everything in season 3 and be fine, and just make a new story with the Mandalorian. Right, and I think they must know where people are at with Star Wars right now and how much it's despised and forgotten about. And really, the worst thing is apathy. The thing is don't worry, Andor fans. We're not talking about Andor.
Yeah.
But just the Star Wars IP as a whole. Now, I had little to no excitement for the Mandalorian movie, but then I saw the leaked trailer and I'm like, oh, this is like a return to season 1, but it looks better, right? Just the action in the trailer. It starts out, he's in a hallway and he's just taking out snowtroopers, right?
Snowtroopers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like slightly updated snowtroopers from Empire Strikes Back. He's lighting them on fire. He's got the whistling rockets, He's doing everything the Mando does. He doesn't have the Darksaber, which I'm fine with, but he's going through, he's knocking them out. And then as he fights his way through, there's Grogu, and they exit the building, but it turns out it's an AT-AT. They were in an AT-AT, which I don't think we've ever seen in live action before. So he's inside of an AT-AT, and they blow out the side of it, destroying it. Him and Grogu, they fly out.
Yeah.
And the Grogu puppet looked good. But then part of the trailer comes up, and I hope I don't get in trouble for showing this, but they got a buff Jabba the Hutt. Like, don't look at the cartoon one. Someone's just comparing it. Like, this is Jabba's son from the Clone Wars. This might be his son all grown up in the trailer, but he's yoked.
Yeah, but Hutt's arms aren't that long.
They're okay. They are now. This looks like he's about to fight something in a gladiator ring. Like, could you imagine like a super strong, like buff Hutt that wants to fight and they can move and they're not, stuck on a sled like Jabba? I didn't hear that. You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
I said,
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah.
So there's Pedro Pascal. He's like gray now. They made his hair gray.
Wait, no, wait. I thought that I thought that he had made good with the Mandalorian religion, and he was back in their good graces now, and so that means he keeps his helmet on.
No, they stopped. They stopped. That was only one faction. That was only one clan.
Okay.
It wasn't all Mandalorians. It was just the one clan that he was a part of. But then they like loosened up, didn't they? Didn't they loosen up on that? Like, okay, I guess you could take it off.
Dude, I don't know. You know, honestly, I think season 1 for me was like a straight like 9 out of 10, right? Because like to a point, because it was something that was like fresh and it was new and it seemed like it was like a mixture of like an old samurai movie and a western at the same time. And it's like, hey, we got a brand new story. And then the fucking Darksaber shows up at the end of it. And then next thing you know, season 2 is just a family reunion of, you know, like characters from the animated series that I never watched. And so
hold on. That was season 3.
Season 3. Yeah, season 3. My bad.
Yeah. No, well, season 2 was season 2 cameo heavy. It might have been.
Of
course, Luke shows up at the end, which was awesome.
Jack Black and Lizzo showed up or something.
That was season 3.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're mixing up. Season 2 when it ended was Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
Your audio's cutting out.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's better now.
Let me back out and come back in.
It's better now.
Okay, all right. But yeah, it's just you know, once I had to go back and learn lore from the Clone Wars cartoon is where I was like, okay, I'm out. You know, I thought this was going to be like a brand new thing that I could get into, and it's not. It's just the writer director of this, or the writer, what was his name?
Dave Filoni can't help himself. He has to put all his character. It is kind of annoying. Definitely. It's like he's got some freaking weird nerd boner for his own character Ahsoka, and now that's like it's becoming the same thing with Bo-Katan. It is very strange.
Yeah, and I know nothing about those two characters. And then like I remember when the last episode of season 1 aired, and all of a sudden Homeboy shows up and he has the Darksaber, and then my super nerd friends, I think a lot of them still live with their parents, but they're like OMG, it's a Darksaber, bro. And I'm like, I don't know what that is, man. You know, if it wasn't in the original trilogy and it's not in the Timothy Zahn books, then I don't know what it is.
Then you're gonna any Star Wars. Then at this point, you're gonna probably be kind of lost.
Yeah.
So Matt with 2 T's says this takes place 5 years after season 3 ended. So that would put it like 10 years before. I don't know. Okay, 5 years after season 3 ended. So like 10 years after Return of the Jedi. I guess.
And then there was like a crossover event with another one of the cartoons called Star Wars Rebels.
No, Star Wars Rebels was before A New Hope. And then he brought characters back from that for the Ahsoka show, which was
but aren't the Mandalorian and the Ahsoka show the same? Like,
they're both after Return of the Jedi, yeah.
This is why I don't care. It's
not that hard. I mean, all the shows have been, besides the cartoon, all the shows have been after Return of the Jedi, right? No, that's not true because Andor is before.
Yeah, it's before.
Yeah,
like, Andor is like,
and Obi-Wan is before. Obi-Wan was a horrible show.
I'll tell you what this reminds me of. And I'll tell you why I don't care. This reminds me of when DC did their, what was that, 2007, 2008? They did the New 52, right? They rebooted DC Comics.
Yeah.
And so I was super pumped. I go to my local shop. I got a pull list now. You know, I'm pulling Batman.
You poor man.
I'm pulling.
And then you started reading it.
yeah, and then I'm pulling JLA, and next thing you know, like I pick up issue 4 of Superman, and it's not where I left off in issue 3. and it's like, hey, if you want to know how Superman got here, you need to read Flash number 4, right? Green Lantern number 3, and then Wonder Woman number 2, and it's like,
But
okay, no,
that's all comics all the time, though.
it's like no, but that's what it reminds me of, right? It's like,
Yeah.
no, you lost me. It's too much. Like I don't care about those other things.
Yeah, I get it. So like this dude down here, this is Zeb from the show Rebels, which was before A New Hope, but now this is, he shows back up to help the Mandalorian, I guess, in the movie.
Who's that guy?
This guy with the ears, that's Zeb.
Yeah.
His name
He's
is
the
Zeb.
same species as the video games, Jedi Outcast, or Jedi.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jedi
he's the same
Outcast.
species as the Jedi Master.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Which is called a I don't remember. Yeah, so these are stills from the movie.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Star Wars. Nobody cares.
I mean, do I care? I will go. My kid loves Mandalorian, right? He doesn't like season 3, but he loves the Mandalorian because he kind of grew up with it, really, from 2019 to 2022, 23. So he loves Grogu, Mandalorian. We will go see this. My expectations aren't high, but I'm thinking they are going to not carry a lot of deep lore into it. They need to make it accessible to people who aren't super into Star Wars. Like, you can walk into the theater, watch this, and enjoy it for what it is on its own. Without, 15 minutes of exposition. Just do your opening crawl, right? The opening crawl in Star Wars. They always have an opening crawl, or they should.
I don't even want to see it anymore.
Just
honestly.
give the cliff notes and then get into a new story, a new movie with, because there's too much to catch up on. If you need general audiences to pay to watch this movie, not just the diehards. The diehards are not enough to make this a success.
I thought it was really refreshing in Rogue One not having a crawl, and I thought it's really refreshing in the Mandalorian.
It should have had a crawl.
Not the Rogue One. No.
Yeah, it could have just said, "Oh, this is the story about how the Death Star plans were stolen." Remember that in the last crawl from the first movie when it was just mentioned? We're making a whole movie about that one line of text in the opening crawl of Star Wars: A New Hope. Now enjoy Rogue One. That's what it should have said.
Hey, they should make Rogue 2, right? About the mini Bothans, that died getting the Death Star.
Post-Empire, pre-Jedi.
Yeah.
Getting the second Death Star plans.
The second Death Star plans. Yeah, that's what Mom Mothma said. Many Bothans died.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they should do Rogue 2 with the Bothans.
And they died because the Death Star 2 went to their planet and blew it up. That could be the twist.
I love it already. I love it already. Green like this. Let's stamp it. Let's get this in production.
All right. They also announced a new animated show, Darth Maul. Well, not Darth Maul, just Maul, Shadow Lord. You like that, right? You want to see it?
No.
That's what he looks like, Darth Maul. See, he's got his robot legs.
Is that because Obi-Wan gave him the old?
Yes.
He gave him the old.
Yeah, give him all the.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan took out his lightsaber and just went.
Yeah, I mean, even though Darth Maul had the high ground, right, at the time, and he still,
Yeah, but he flipped over him and then went.
Okay.
And then he fell down the shaft and lived.
Toyomic says Lieutenant Dan Maul.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Darth Maul. I know why he's so angry. He doesn't have a penis.
Oh.
Because he cut him up at the waist.
He did. He halved him.
So he lost his. He's pissed because he's walking. He's like, I don't have a penis no more.
He's pissed because he can't piss.
He probably has a contraption for that, a tube of some sort.
What you're saying. He's pissed because
he has a holding tank
taken from him.
Everyone knows who watches the shows. He has a holding tank of urine in his left robot leg. The tube.
I'm sure there's some deep lore about that too. I like that. I'm sure somebody like has the mechanical like specifications, right, as to where the urine is held in Darth Maul's the apparatus. I'm sure.
Lieutenant Maul, you got magic legs.
You got magic legs.
Thank you, Yo Joe Jerk in the house. Yo Joe Jerk. All right. Did you see they announced another movie and they had an A-list Hollywood celebrity on stage?
No.
Star Wars Starfighter, starring Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling, the actor.
Okay.
Better than Jack Black.
Why wouldn't they just do Rogue Squadron?
This takes place like 5 years after Rey Palpatine destroyed all the Jedi.
Okay. Okay, sure. You know, you know what the problem is? Do you know why Star Wars is dead?
Because they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just jumping all over the place and like
it's oversaturation.
Yeah.
It's complete oversaturation.
And you're saying that while there has not been a movie since 2019.
Yeah, like you know
a 7-year gap.
You know, when I was a kid, like I remember when the THX remasters came with the 3-pack of VHS. Remember that? And each one of the sleeves from the VHS had like half of Yoda's face, half of Darth Vader's face, half of
I still have it.
Yeah. And so that's when I really, really got into Star Wars, right? And but we were in a Star Wars vacuum at the time where there was like nothing new happening, and I was
that was the end of the dark times.
Right, you know, I was
That's
like,
what we called it, the dark times.
Star Wars RPG, you know, game and stuff like that. I never would have imagined in my entire life where there would be an adult version of me that says, "Hey, there's too much fucking Star Wars now."
I know.
You know, like I was reading the Timothy Zahn books. I mean, I even read The Courtship of Princess Leia, and that book was trash, bro.
Oh, I liked it. When they go to the Dathomir with the Witches of Dathomir.
Dude, that book is doo-doo.
It probably is, but I was like 12 when I read it, so I liked it.
Right, but yeah, we were in that Star Wars vacuum. We were just trying to get as much as we possibly could.
I read every book post Return of the Jedi up until they stopped making them in like 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
I loved them.
2010, 2011, so that was like the New Jedi Order with like the Yuuzhan Vong.
That one, that one ended.
Yeah.
And then they did, I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
There was a lot
Nobody
of books.
cares about Star Wars, Ryan. Nobody cares about Star Wars, Ryan.
I had like 2 bookshelves of just novels.
Yeah.
I got rid of them all.
Damn.
Yeah. But Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie, I think they're going to be like, I think this will be like Star Wars' Top Gun. You know what I mean? They're going to be, because now what they're doing is they're taking different genres. Be like, well, we'll make a Star Wars version of this.
Okay.
And Ryan Gosling will be the Maverick, right? Or he'll be training. He'll be the one training the Maverick, and he'll be like Maverick in Maverick, Top Gun, or in Top Gun Maverick, the sequel to Top Gun.
Wait, what? Sorry, what?
He's going to be Iceman.
He'll be like Maverick and Maverick, but Maverick, the Top Gun sequel to Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick. He'll be Maverick from Top Gun Maverick, the sequel to Top Gun that starred Maverick.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? It's not that.
Right.
Can't you keep up?
Yeah, but this is set in the future. This is like post Rey Palpatine taking down the Empire, right?
Yeah, it's after Rey Palpatine. Rey, the girl, that's a daughter of a clone of Palpatine.
You mean Rey Skywalker?
No, Rey. She's not a Skywalker.
She said she was. She said she was.
Baldy-Locks review says people bitch there's too little Star Wars and then bitch there's too much Star Wars. The only time they filled the vacuum right was the holiday special. I like to bitch that the Star Wars they're putting out isn't good, even though. Oh yeah, I'm not talking about Andor fans.
Hey, look, I say bring back Life Day, dude. Like bring back Life Day.
Yeah,
let's just all celebrate that and we'll be fine.
They only had the Chewbacca mask. They didn't have the full suit, so they said just give him a big red robe.
Yeah.
Put that on Peter Mayhew. It's one piece of fabric. All right, so Gosling and Starfighter, Maul.
Yeah, hey,
Okay.
Scott Hughes says it best that Rey identifies as a Skywalker, and if she identifies as a Skywalker, then that's all the proof that you need. That's it.
I need more proof than that. Should we go to the chat? Yeah, let's go to the chat before we get into toys.
Okay.
We got M Vargo 97. What's up, Michael? Thanks for the super chat. He says, "Who is this Jeremy guy?"
Oh, it's me. Hey, what's up?
Because you're Jewish.
Really?
Right.
I had over this last year I had forgotten because no one reminded me every 2 weeks.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back in your life, Jeremy. You ready?
We're so back, baby.
Oy vey. Dino Spumoni with the member chat. Thank you, Dino. He says, "Jeremy, missed you, guy."
Hey, same back to you, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, right back at you.
We got our buddy Ham here. Ham with the 20-month member chat. Thank you, Ham.
Wow.
That leaked trailer at least made me a little more excited. Legends books rock, though. Certified bangers. The era of when Star Wars novels, what they call legends now, when those were just being churned out, man, that was so much fun. Just like there was always a new novel to buy. Oh, what's the next one? What's the next one? That was a good solid 20 years.
Oh man, do you
For
remember
me.
you remember that one called The Truce at Bakura?
Yeah, that one even as a kid I didn't like it.
Well, first of all, heresy and blasphemy. That book is fantastic. Wait, hang on. You like the courtship of Princess Leia, and then you didn't like The Truce at Bakura?
Dude, when Luke went to Dathomir and there was a whole planet of force wielding witches, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And they rode Rancors? They rode on top Rancors. That was cool.
I mean,
They trained Rancors, and Rancors had a language, and they would tell stories at night to other Rancors around campfires that were very large.
Are you listening to yourself?
I'm telling you everything that happened in the book. And then there was this other guy that Leia was going to get with, but then Han had to fight for her affection. Again.
I
was from the.
I read it.
The Hoppy, was it the Hoppy system? He was like a prince, or he was a king.
Look, I know because I read it. What I'm telling you is, it sounds like a 7-year-old's fever dream about Star Wars. Is what it sounds like. And then you remember in the book of Boba Fett when the Mandalorian, or when Boba Fett rode a Rancor and fought. Was it an ATST? He came into town riding on a Rancor. Also, that. Was that the Power Rangers episode where they all showed up in like red and blue and yellow and green? And then they were doing crazy like Woo, like spin the gun things.
He just spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if that's what that was,
Boba Fett rode a Rancor, and it was cool.
I'm sure it was. It sounds great.
See, you finally agree. Ham, thank you, Ham. Bro Guy Toy Reviews, thanks for the super chat. Star Wars is dying because they are disrespected the lore. Yeah. I started to lose faith in Dave Filoni when an episode of Rebels had Sith that had helicopter lightsabers. I was like, hold on, what's going on here? Remember the spinning lightsabers, it would spin like a helicopter and they fly around the room with the lightsaber helicopter.
Ridiculous. John Toole, how do you say his name? Toole? Yeah, he says Rogue Squadron books were good. You're right. Those were good books.
The Rogue Squadron series was awesome. Like a bantha. Thank you, Nico. Let's see here. Death Row, thanks for the member chat. Replay Squad tonight. Awesome to see Jeremy back.
Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's good to be back. It's good to be seen. Thank you very much.
Hot Banana Water. Thanks for the member chat. 18 months Hot Banana Water. I can at least say with the Star Wars figures, my reaction to reveals at best will be, hey, that's kind of neat, to then forget about and not buy them. That's great. Okay. So, Black Series showed some stuff. Now, you mentioned, well, let's get this out of the way. Rogue One and these are both from Andor, although they've released these two before.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
Although the one that looks, he's got a rocket launcher. He has some new parts. So these are troopers that are going to be in Andor. Black Series is like 75% all troopers. The line is all troopers. And reuse and repaints of troopers. So there you go, more troopers. This next one is interesting. Now I didn't play this game.
It's the same launcher from Fallen Order.
But it's with a different trooper now. It's with that guy from
what kind of
Solo.
trooper is that now?
This is the one from Solo, the movie Solo. But it's going to be in Andor. They gave him new boots.
Oh, okay. Oh. Well, definitely need a new figure for that.
Remember in Solo the movie, this trooper had boots that would like magnetize him to the train that they were robbing.
Oh yeah, God, was Woody Harrelson in that, or did I?
Yeah,
did I bring that up?
He was. He had flippy hair.
He did have flippy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a stand trooper basically, but slightly different. Okay.
Essentially, yeah. He's got the sergeant's orange pauldron on.
Now this is from the game you talked about, Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Outcast Fallen Order.
This is from Jedi. This is from the sequel Jedi Outcast. Yeah.
Jedi
this is from the sequel.
Fallen Outcast 2, the sequel.
The Outcasts, the Fallen Outcasts. Yeah, you can
Jedi and the Chipmunks 2, the squeakquel.
I don't.
See, there's a chipmunk right there in the blue spacesuit.
I remember that person from the game. I know his little robot is BD-8. BD-8's your little companion.
Yeah. And they made an odd frog man.
Yeah. I don't even remember that person from the game. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't. He comes with a lot of lightsabers though. Like he looks like.
Well, you can constantly customize your lightsaber in the game, and like there's 3 different lightsaber stances that you can use. There may be more. Sorry, but like you're like the cross guard one is like it's almost like it's a claymore sword, like a big 2-handed, and it weighs like a lot, but it hits super hard. But your swings are really really slow and stuff.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for sharing that with me. Are his blades white in the game?
Yeah, who can tell you about it? Sal. Sal can tell you all about that.
Sal loves this game.
Yeah, he knows way more about it than me.
Does he use 2 at a time?
You can use that. You can double.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can also use one lightsaber and a blaster at the same time.
That's cool. The only reason this appeals to me, this set, is because of this.
Yeah, the Joe Deere tag.
Why is this in Star Wars?
Because here's the deal. So as you go through the game, right, and then you
become Joe Dirt.
Different unlocks and stuff. It unlocks different cosmetic options, not just with your clothes, but also with your hair and your facial hair as well. And so you can do the handlebar mustache with that West Virginia waterfall mullet right there.
Mm.
Yeah.
That sure is something. And he's a ginger. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for the memes.
Robert Diaz says, "What in the Danny McBride is going on?"
Right? Now, what's up with this frog guy? This is technically a 2-pack. They're probably calling it a 4-pack. Let's be honest. It's not a 4-pack.
Dude, I don't know who the frog is. Maybe I think the frog might be the bartender at the cantina that's at like the central zone or something, but I can't remember.
He's got no knees and he's got no elbows.
Oh, well, that's not great. Are they bendy wire?
No.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Because all the pictures, they're not bendied. They're all the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably not bendy. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing.
It's it's cool. It's an alien. It's just, why the lack of articulation, Why would they
maybe
do that to us,
maybe
Jeremy?
the skull, maybe
I
the
take this
skull cost too
personally.
much. I don't know. But I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. You gonna get this one?
No,
Oh,
absolutely not.
you don't want this one?
No, there's no reason for any of that.
What about what about this one?
Now you're speaking my language now.
Yeah,
Hey.
like that one. $45 for this set here.
I don't think that's not a bad price, to be honest with you, with everything that's in there. But
I mean, if the dude is 25 and then all this is 20, okay, all right, I guess.
Look, all the different lightsabers. Then there's 2 extra small characters in there. I know that BD-8, that robot, is articulated for sure. So it's
yeah, I have the first one.
Deal. It's not for me, but it's not a bad deal.
They pack it in with every what's it, Cal Kestis? They pack that droid in. Yeah. Drew G says, Ryan, look at that Ami name. Look at that name. What name? Ryan, look at that name.
What are we looking at?
Oh, Jedi Survivor is the name of the game.
Oh,
who cares?
Jedi Outcast was
they basically called him Scuba. Oh, Cal Kestis. Here, let me add this back to the stage. Cal Kestis, Turgle, and Scuva Stev. Got it. So the little guy, yeah, Scuva Stev. The little guy, that's his name, Scuva Stev, like Scuba Steve.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I do remember that guy. He shows up in like aquariums and stuff in the game.
Okay.
No, being serious.
Yeah, no, I believe you. You know what we don't have? We don't have Bespin Leia yet. We don't have lots of cool stuff from the original trilogy that I can't think of. We don't have lots of Cantina aliens or Jabba's Palace denizens. But we have Scuba Stev. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about Bespin Leia in her orange.
In her gown.
Yeah, the orange one.
Yeah. We don't have the Bespin guards, security guards. We don't have Lobot. We got Scuba Stev. I want Lobot.
You know what? It's crazy that they did the ice cream maker before they did Lobot.
Yeah, they packed it in with a Mando, right?
Yeah, they packed it in with Werner Herzog, whatever his client, I believe.
We don't have Wilro Hood, who was the character that was running with the ice cream maker in Bespin.
Yeah. Hey, hang on. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
We don't have Ugnaughts. Where are you going?
Dude, I'll be right back. Hang on.
Hammertron says it. He says Ugnaughts. We don't have Ugnaughts. We don't have enough Ewoks yet, but we have Scuva Stev.
No. We got an Ugnaught from season 1 of Mandalorian. What's his name?
No, that doesn't count.
Wait,
Original trilogy.
He's an Ugnaught, so fuck off.
We don't have Hoth White 3PO droid. It's true. Yeah. And we need an updated Bikini Leia. You are correct, Hammertron. Let's see here. Okay. On to the next one. A new Chewbacca, which I guess is all new tooling, with softer plastic in the head, so you can actually turn the head now. Looks like he has deeper cuts in the elbows as well, so maybe better range there. It looks fine, but man, I feel like I bought Chewbacca so many times in the Black Series. Is this going to be worth the upgrade? It's up for pre-order right now. Yes, the twin. Thank you, Hammertron. Twin Pod Cloud Pilot, and that's a good size vehicle to put in the Black Series too. Although I think anything bigger than a speeder bike in Black Series is probably not likely to happen ever, because of how they sold in the past. I would love the ion cannon, or just the tripod blaster from the Hoth Rebel or the Hoth Snowtroopers. We don't have a man-to-man in Black Series. No. Nope. Saw an Ewok at Target today, says Max. Got Chester Cheetah instead. That Chester Cheetah's good. I'm still looking for Tony the Tiger. Hal Jordan says we need more Sith and more aliens. Absolutely. I would love to continue to build out my Cantina in Black Series, but they don't seem too enthused on making them. And Hal Jordan, Hal Jordan, your avatars are on point once again. Wait, Shilly Singh is here? We don't like him. Elite Legends says Shilly Singh, I will not get a Hasbro tramp stamp. Come on, Elite Legend. Just do it. Chewie needs a black wash. I think all Black Series could stand to have a little more paint, but I see what you mean. In the midsection here, he's very plain.
He's very ramen noodle.
Very ramen noodle.
Yeah, he's very ramen noodle there.
Yeah, so a repacked, or not repacked, but a retooled Chewbacca. And then oh, here you go. You're going to like this one. Are you ready for this? You ready for this, Mr. I Like Legends? Dash Rendar.
Okay, so this one I am down for 100%.
Gay!
Knock off Han Solo.
Sorry.
I know, I want him to. Don't worry, I want him to.
Hey, the Shadows of the Empire cartridge was like one of the coolest things about the N64, man.
Oh my god, I played that game to death.
And the thing about it is that because they already did a Prince, they did Prince Zizor already.
Shizor, yeah.
Zizor, however you say it, whatever. And then like, what else do you need? Like, IG 11, Boba Fett, some Stormtroopers.
IG, yeah. IG 88.
88, yeah. So IG 88, Boba Fett.
They did Luke.
Showed up in there, and then like a bunch of Stormtroopers.
They did Luke in the Corellian security guard outfit in the red. That's in Black Series. They could reuse that body and put Lando's head on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shadows of the Empire.
The game was dope, man. The game was dope.
It was. And the book was not good, but I still liked it. The in-between story there.
Wait, was he using Han's blaster the same, or was it the DL?
Dude, he was like if Rob Liefeld designed Han Solo is what Dash Rendar was.
Well, hang on, let me look at the feet. No, the feet look good, bro.
Feet are normal. But yeah, he's got like a very Han style blaster. He's got some some knitted some knitting. Whatever that's called. What's that called? Quilting? Some quilting.
Yeah, he's quilted. He's quilted.
Quilted clothes, nice big shoulder pads. Not enough pouches for Rob either. But he's got like.
Well, okay, so so the shoulder pads are definitely Rob Liefeld right there, like the huge,
a little undersized for Rob, but yeah, we'll go with that.
You know what we need? Like we need an actual Kyle Katarn.
Yes, they did him in 3 3/4 years ago. I'd buy a Kyle Katarn in a heartbeat.
I've seen a lot of custom Kyle Katarns, but I've never. They need to do an actual one like in the Black Series with his signature modified Briar pistol, like from Dark Forces.
Yeah, man. He people have been saying he looks like Prince Charming from Shrek, which I do agree with that.
No, you know who he looks like? He looks like that dude from Lost, who was the guy that had like the
yes, he looks like the dude from Lost.
Yeah,
yeah. Sawyer.
Sawyer, yeah.
Sawyer. Yeah, he looks a little bit like Sawyer. He needs, Dash Rendar had 5 o'clock shadow. They should have added that. So there's Dash. So getting him.
Oh, hey, who was that? Talib 1980? Jamie Lannister. I see it too, for sure.
Jamie Lannister. Don't know what that is. Oh, is that 6 rings of Gateway?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. That's what I said.
A very an incestuous individual, but a talented swordsman nonetheless.
Yeah. I've never seen Game of Thrones.
So. That's a weird flex, but okay.
Well, here's why. I was too cheap to buy HBO back in the day. And then
hang on. Omar B said Dave
don't cut me off.
Full House.
What?
He said Omar B said Dave Coulier from Full House.
A little bit. Looks like Harvey Dent from space. It's a Muppets reference.
Oh, yeah,
in space.
I got it. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I definitely got it.
You didn't get anything. And
Yeah.
lest we forget Snuva, Chewbacca in disguise with the eye and the flat top. Shadows of the Empire.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder they
It's,
forced you to retire.
he said, cut it out. Let's get out of here.
You know, he banged Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, when she was like 18, I think.
No.
It was younger, huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
They're remaking Han Solo from A New Hope.
Okay. His shirt isn't yellow enough.
Hold on, watch this.
Oh yeah, the shirt doesn't have the yellow tint.
I went too far. We messed it up. Han Solo.
Dad Solo, Dad.
This is definitely the best likeness they have gotten in the Black Series so far of Harrison Ford.
Man,
actually, the Empire one was good, but the old and New Hope Han Solo faces were trash, dude.
No,
Bad.
I think Endor, Return to the Jedi Han is good.
That one's good, but what I'm saying is the old and New Hope Han Solo heads, including the Stormtrooper one, trash. So finally, one that looks a lot more like Harrison Ford. I won't say it's great. It's good.
Hey, can you zoom back in? Let me take a look at that neck. Hang on. Can you get back there real quick? Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought I saw
The old one had a super long neck. He looked like a damn giraffe.
No, yeah, no, he really did. Like, it had a really, really long neck.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam Edwards. Hey, it's good to see you too, man. I really appreciate you stopping by.
What's this? Damn, that ass. Geek Viper says, now I want to dance solo. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
it looks good, but it's like it doesn't look good enough to compel me to buy another one. It's like how many Black Series Hans do I already have, right?
I don't know, but my New Hope is getting replaced with this new one. I will buy the new one for sure. Yeah, just for the face.
But
Give me your
shirt's not
face.
the right color.
Huh?
The shirt's not the right color.
This is the A New Hope Han Solo.
It needs to be yellower.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, if you think so. I mean, how yellow do you want it to be?
I mean, do you remember the way his shirt looked in that movie?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, like they were going for it. They did like a tan thing right there, but it's not yellow enough.
Okay. His pants are too blue.
He's got what is that? Is it he's got two trigger fingers again?
It looks like this one is like a gesturing one. He's kind of like,
He needs a pointer finger. You could use a good kiss.
Hey, they included a pointer finger with the Han from Empire in a box, the San Diego Comic-Con box set. So there is a Han with a pointer finger. Get off my plane.
Get off my plane.
I don't know who this is. Is this?
Oh, that's from
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order game. Yeah, she's one of those witches of Dathomir that you were so smitten by.
Oh, really? Does she ride a Rancor in the game?
No, she rides.
But see, Disney changed the Witches of Dathomir. That's not what they were in the book.
So they use the Force, but they use the Force in a different way, and so like it leaves like green chemtrails everywhere when they use the Force.
That's all Disney era.
Yeah.
The expanded universe, the novels, they were basically like, they all looked like Savage Land Rogue. Scantily clad, big breasted, really hot witches of Dathomir that rode around on Rancors. It was like Red Sonja riding a dragon.
Right. Lesbian space, which is the power of one, the power of two, the
Yes.
power of many, you know?
No, I didn't watch that show. I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I've seen the scene, yeah, but I haven't
I
watched
know
the
you've
show.
seen the scene. Like,
Yeah. The power of many. I'm like, oh my god, that is like something out of if they made a Spaceballs sequel. Like that's how bad it was. It was parody.
yeah, and I think it really it completely negates the like if these lesbian space witches can come together and create a force anomaly, then it creates how special Anakin was because he was that force anomaly, you know. So I don't know.
Big, big, big breasts in living color. Yeah, with big breasts. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, so that character right there, she's one of those Dathomir witches.
Okay. Not a real one though. We already talked about this guy. Let me see where I'm at here. Okay. Let me take this down. And then we are going to open this up. Haha.
Look, Hellspawn Hulk right there agrees with me. You're right. It does need to be more yellow. I'm telling you, man. Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
That's great.
Some of us
Needs to be more
some
yellow.
of us actual fans have an eye for this stuff, Ryan. I know that's not you, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan at all.
No.
Is this
no,
guy
you're
yellow
not.
enough? Oh wait, no. These are all black and white toys.
Who is this?
They did an anime series on Disney Plus, and this was like the first episode. It was an anime in black and white, and there was this guy called Ronan, and then his droid.
Why does the droid need a hat for the shade?
Listen, I'm. You're asking the wrong person about this
Okay.
stuff. I don't
Okay.
know why. All I know is this 2-pack was a Star Wars Celebration Japan exclusive from last week.
So
This
it's
is-
only in Japan?
You know they put it on their website. Exclusives always go on Hasbro Pulse,
Okay.
right? I mean, we know that by now.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This is $70
Oh, no, thank you.
for
It-
for one Jedi and one little droid.
I mean, look, it looks like there's a lot of cloth goods going on. It looks like there's a lot of wired cloth goods going on too. But at the same time, it's no, thank you.
Yeah, it's cool. Like this looks so cool that if they did it, and I know the show wasn't in color, but if they did this in color just for the hell of it, I might pick it up, but not at $70. I can't. And by the way, Black Series. I mean, this is going. The last super expensive box set they did was Star Killer from the game with 2 stormtroopers and a bunch of lightning, and it was $120. That thing
Which
dropped
is-
down. That thing dropped down on Hasbro Pulse to like $60.
Which is the appropriate price for it.
Yes.
Star Killer, yeah. Which is the
Yes.
appropriate price for it.
Yes. That's when I got it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ryan. I didn't even know this existed until you showed me these slides right here.
Yeah.
So no, thank you.
Cool design. You know, if that was
Yeah,
just like a Jedi in color, not in black and white, but or a Sith, if it was a Sith.
Look, I'm just assuming that like in
Sith are the bad
cartoon-
guys.
Oh,
The
are
Sith
they?
are the bad guys.
Thank you. I'm making the assumption that in the cartoon the only thing that was colorized was the lightsaber, right?
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you didn't see it either?
I mean, this is from like 4 or 5 years ago. And it's like a 10-minute episode. Like all their episodes were shorts. It was like a collection of shorts, and each one is different. There was one where it's like a pop punk band in Star Wars, and they're playing pop punk music in Star Wars, and that's the episode.
They were really just throwing everything against the wall to see what would
They don't
stick.
know what the hell they're doing. It's so
Yeah.
bad. But yeah, so $70.
They really don't understand the fan base.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you. But It's cool, but I don't need it.
Hal Jordan says, "How dare you, LP? The Sith are the good guys. In my opinion, the Jedi are evil."
Well, then you are truly lost.
I have the high ground.
Hello there.
Liar!
It's got a nice box. Yeah, that's what the cartoon looked like. The anime, I mean. Sorry, anime fans. Remember when it was called Japanime in like the 90s?
Yeah. When
They don't call
I was watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami after school every day.
Yeah, you don't hear it called Japanime anymore. It's just anime.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. Look, I didn't know this existed, so I definitely don't need it.
Suka says, "What's this Star Wars weeb shit?" Yeah. All right, that's all I got. That's all the Star Wars news. We're not going to bash Andor because we haven't watched it. And that was never even on the.
That's all the Star Wars.
That's all. That's all. I mean, there
shit.
was vintage collection stuff, but I don't buy that stuff, so I don't want to talk about it. That's how I roll.
You know, I really wish that they would.
It was a thing. It was called Japan. We all called it Japanime in the 90s, Omar. I'm not going to hear it.
Hey, Omar B. Yeah, I wasn't just agreeing with him for the purposes of the show, whatever. Yeah, we all called it.
Omar's,
then.
He's only like 22 years old, so he doesn't know about the 90s.
Well, I mean, and he also has I see like a Dragon Ball avatar, right, for his profile pic there.
Oh, is that Goku?
I believe it's some type of Dragon Zord, Dragon Ball something.
Pretty sure it's Goku.
Yeah.
Figure Fight Club says, how many of them were re-releases? I don't know. I'm not doing math right now. Probably half. Who knows?
Yeah. You know, it would be really nice if they went ahead and they rounded out that Knights of the Old Republic collection, right? Because like we keep getting like one or two new figures from that like every few years or so.
From what?
Knights of the Old Republic, the video game. So like we got like Darth Revan, and then Zalbar, and then Bastila. And then it's like every few years they have one figure from Knights of the Old Republic. It'd be
they
really
need to do that trooper that had the minigun, remember? Like that from
he was a Mandalorian. Yeah.
He was a Mandalorian trooper?
No, he was a Mandalorian from 10,000 years before.
No. I'm talking about the guy that it looked like a clone trooper. They did him in Vintage Collection.
In Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah. Or maybe it was no, it was Knights of the Old Republic for sure. Yeah.
Okay. No, hey, V. Conley right there says, hey, I need Jolie Bindo for
there
sure.
You go.
Yeah, Jolie Bindo for sure.
There was like stormtrooper dudes in Knights of the Old Republic. Jeremy, wake up. Hey,
I'm reading the comments, Juji. LMAO, Jeremy over here thinking Hasbro is going to complete something.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna.
Oh, you mean like the 90s X-Men VHS collection? You mean like that?
No, good luck. They're not.
Yeah,
they'll never finish that.
Because they got me hook, line, and sinker into that, and now
they got you.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Snap says, it's Gohan, you boomers, as Super Saiyaman. So Goku then. Okay, got it.
Gohan. Okay, so Gohan is Goku's son.
I heard you say Goku is Goku.
Yeah, so Gohan is Goku's son.
Right, yeah, Goku is Goku.
As Super Saiyamon.
Goku is Super Saiyan.
Because they have the Saiyans, because they still have their tails. And so, and then when there's a full moon and then you feed them after midnight, they turn into big monkeys.
Mogwai, yeah.
Yeah, that's how Dragon Ball works, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, so Goku is Mogwai. Okay. Zakanen with the super chat. Thank you, Zakanen. He says Goku. And with that, we are going to wrap this up. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. You have nothing to plug, do you? You got...
No, not right now, but we got some things coming up. So,
who's we?
Yeah, huh?
You said we?
Yeah, well, my brother and I.
Oh, okay.
yeah, we got some things coming up. So maybe here in the very near future, we may have some things to plug going on. Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, sign us out.
Hey, it's good to see everybody again. It's good to be back on the channel. Really appreciate everybody showing up tonight.
Excuse you.
But ladies and fans, you doing an after show?
Yeah, we'll do an after show.
Okay, cool. All right.
But you're signing us
Well,
out, so just real quick, get to it.
dude, just cut it. Fucking dumbass.
Gay!